The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing Jones. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's Jones off the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete to Cook. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Jones finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. To throw, Bridgewater. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Taking it right down Broadway. A huge play there for Washington. 65 yards. Jones operating from the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Bridgewater's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Now a quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Touchdown, Washington! Danny Gray, 42 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bridgewater here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it. Shifts past him at the 45. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked.
Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! Anthony Schwartz, 49 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And maybe more importantly, a victory in...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through.